Hi, so great to see you.
Hi, Kat. It's great to see you too.
I am so excited to help you put together a strong proposal for the upcoming state urban gardening grant. So today I wanted to learn a bit more about gardening for green and make sure this grant's a good fit. Would you be able to give me a brief overview of your work and organization?
Gardening for Green focuses on building resilience in our local food system for communities that are traditionally excluded from land ownership and agriculture. We provide education and workforce development training and community garden plots to novice and experienced gardeners alike. And
Hmm.
we grow culturally responsive, climate resilient produce for local families.
Great. So I heard you were saying that you work with communities and individuals generally excluded from land ownership and agriculture. Are there particular community groups that you work with?
For a little context, Gardening for Green was founded as a grassroots urban farming project in West Greentown. About like 68% of residents in West Greentown are first or second generation Americans, and 89% are considered low income. So we primarily work with low income diaspora communities who are, contributing greatly to our city, but are really underrepresented in the local food economy.
Just think it's so incredible that your work connects cultural representation with food. I think it's such a wonderful way to build community and inclusivity. What is Gardening for Green hoping to accomplish specifically with this grant?
Recently, we were donated 4 more acres of land. And so we're hoping to use funding from this grant to transform that land into productive teaching gardens for our youth workforce development programs.
Really? I actually didn't know you worked with youth. What age groups do you work with?
We have a high school program for young people ages 14 to 17. That's about like 8 weeks long in the summer, and it's supported by a city grant. There's a
Hmm,
lot of, like training on like the science behind farming and, writing
absolutely.
your resume and interview prep and stuff like that.
What are some of the larger goals that you have for this project?
Yeah, I think primarily we're trying to support people in being able to grow their own culturally relevant food and have access to the food system. And then we're also trying to prepare a workforce that, increases cross-cultural representation among farmers and growers locally.
I think from what I'm hearing so far that you'd be a really great fit for this grant. Did you actually have a chance to read through the RFA?
Seen much of it. I just took a quick skim.
I did flag a couple points that might affect Garden for Green's eligibility. I saw that the activities covered would not include capital expenses for equipment. And so equipment in this case is a single purchase over $5,000. Would that be part of the plan for this project?
We were kind of hoping to purchase a tractor and some heavy equipment for the project, but I think we can kind of go back to the drawing board on that and just either contract a local organization or lease.
I also saw that it requires a matching fund of 30%. And do you have the resources for that in place?
Our youth workforce programs are supported by a city grant, so there is leveraged funding. I think that's a pretty sizable grant too.
That sounds good. And I'll reread the RFA again just in case I missed anything and bring some more points to raise over email if there's any additional concerns.
Okay,
Glad we got off to a great start today so we can get a jump start on this proposal. Thank you so much.
great. Thank you. Bye.